What is up, Big Pippin family? Bob Beckett here, and in this video I'm just going to do an analysis of the market and what we're actually looking for. I'm going to turn off the buy and sell indication. I'm just going to keep break of structure with trend on and same as resolution. So basically what I want you to notice is if we start on the 4 hour, for instance, I'm just going to start going down and looking. Now, I might have some markups on some charts here, so forgive me. But I want you to notice something really cool. So, like, what is underneath? What is the majority of the order blocks right now, right? It's the green order blocks, right? These are all 4 hour order blocks that need mitigated. Now, I want you to understand, like, which direction are we going if there's this many unmitigated order blocks, especially in the 4 hour? We're going up. Right? We're not looking for sells. We're not looking for the top, to catch the top. We're looking for sells only, right? So with that said, we would wait for it to come down into somewhere like this area, right? So I'm going to get into really how you can take the trade after this, but I just want you to see this. So let me go to odd USD. What colors do you see? It's red. What should you be doing? Selling. All right, so if we're selling only, right, we could actually go down to a lower time frame and look for lower time frame order blocks, which in this case, once it loads up, let's see, sometimes it takes a little while. Hold on one second. There we go. Now once it pulls up to these blocks, then you can go to a lower time frame, right? Let me give you kind of an example. All right, so let's just look at right here. Okay, see, this came up and tagged this freaking order block. Let me just zoom in. Let's see if it let me. Okay, and I'm going to show you this. Then we'll do a quick analysis, and then we'll go from there. All right, so right here, what I would do on this situation is I would drop to the 1 minute and look for an entry. Look for specifically a break of structure, right? And if you're looking at break of structures, let me just kind of do a path here. And I want you to see this. We had a lower low, then we had a higher high. Why? Because it broke these structures, right? And if you really want to get in depth with this, I suggest going to 7daytradingchallenge.com and purchase that, and I'll go heavy into structure. But look, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Why? Because that didn't break that low. This is a higher high because that went through and created a new high. Higher high. And then what is the first time that it broke structure? Right here, right? Now this is on a small scale. So what would we do? We would wait for entry up in one of these blocks, right? Now this could be somewhat a bigger stop and you'd be totally fine. You just want to see some kind of pullback, right? You could have a 22 pip stop right there, no problem. Or you could be fancier and even drop to 15 second and wait for another break of structure back down. The whole point is we know on the higher time frame, on the 1 hour, that we are looking for sells, right? So let me just kind of zoom back in. Actually, I'll go to the 5 minute now, and we'll just kind of like let this play out. So, look, literally tag that order block, and we got in. Okay, that's messing around, messing around, messing around. All right, we already hit a 1 to 4.2. Now our first targets would be up in this area, right? Where, and maybe that's, you set your stop to break even if it hits down here, kind of situation. Because you're filling that order block. Now if it takes out the lows, these are the lows right here. Then I'd be holding like crazy. There we go. There we go. See, took out these lows. That means they're not protecting these lows, right? So at this point, we're already at a 1 to 2.83. Now you can go to a higher time frame and kind of see, is there anything to target, which if you see, always look left, right? So let me go to the 4 hour. Let me go to the daily. Is there anything on the daily? All right, we got some daily blocks right here. It just mitigated this 50%. So you got to be careful. It might be reversing right there. Back up to this daily, then back down to here. That's how price action works. You could essentially target these lows right here as long as your stop's above this. So let me just kind of show you that. If you're more of a swing trader or intraday, you could just do this. All right, you could target that for a 1 to 8.54. Let's just see what happens. Smashed. Whew! Okay, before I continue, the next target down would have been the next order block down, right? Watch this. See this? 50%, 50%. Let's just target all the way down these 50% daily order blocks. And look at this. It's still heading down to this block. At this point, we hit a freaking 1 to 13 with a freaking 22 pip stop, right? That's if you held it for 1, 2, 3, 4.5 days. Okay? I just wanted you to see all that. Now, that's how you enter. So I'm going to go and look. We're going to continue with the directional bias, right? GU right now on the 4-hour. Let's just let these blocks load. Get a drink here. There we go. What do you see here? Tons of red. Which direction are we going? Down, right? When would we enter? Most likely when it pulled up to this area, right? I would not look for anything but sells right now regardless. But if I went to the 1 hour, let's see what we got in the 1 hour. If there's anything, let's look on the 15-minute. There might be some kind of a entry. Now, what do I notice on here? I'm seeing break of structure. Let's do that one more time so you could kind of see it. Oops. Again, go to 7-day trading challenge if you want to get like that kind of stuff. Also, Pulse X is absolutely phenomenal. We were absolutely destroying it. But if you can see this structure right here, boom, and then this, oh, that just barely broke that high or created a new high right here. And then, what do you see? It goes sideways. Then we have a break of structure right here. And there's the first pullback. You would have entered somewhere in this area. Now, when you see this happening, this is again when you jump on the lower time frame. So let me actually go back. When you see the structure break and then the pullback, what is it pull backing? What is it pull backing to? It's a good chance there's some kind of block up in this area on a lower time frame. Let me just kind of, oh, we're right here. So we're in this little order block right now, and I'm going to go to the 1 minute, right? And we're waiting for a break structure back down. There, right there. See it? Yeah, technically, you could have taken this. All right, so let me show you. On the micro level, you had bam, 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 bam. Then what? Broke right here. You could have got in right there on the break. Put your stop either right here or up here, and then taking it down. So let's just see what that looks like. If we would have taken it just right here, that would have been a 10.6 pip stop, and you would already been up 2.64, right? So let me just kind of go to the 15-minute now and see if there's any targets. Now, all the market is movement from liquidity to liquidity. So taking out liquidity. Where's the liquidity right now? It's below here, and it's below here. So my targets would essentially be probably here. The safest route, target 1, would be like right there. That's a 1 to 11 right there. But technically, I think they're going to go for this and mitigate this order block at the same time. So let's just look what happens. I don't even know if we're going to go down that far yet. Okay, that's where it's heading. So just from there to there was a 1 to 8. I want you to notice this, guys. This isn't that complicated. We do have mentorship, one-on-one mentorship opening. You can go to bobsproof.com. Here's the different ways you could work with me. You go to bobsproof.com, fill out the application. All right. You could also see like tons of people that are having success on a daily basis. We also just launched PulseX Premium indicator, which is phenomenal. Okay. Let me actually turn that on and show you why. All right. Where we entered, let me just show you where we entered. It's just extra confluence. This is on GU. That's right. Let's just see what we would have done with pulse X once it loads. Oh, I have them off. What do I? Alright, so look at that one. Trend up. This would have been on a lower time frame. Alright, we had our trend call right here. It's a little bit bar, you know, whatever. And then we had the pullback mitigation. Our entry actually would have been up here with the trend, which would have been amazing. Let me go to the lower time frame. You probably see, there you go, look. Trend. Boom. We're not taking these trends because we know the direction we're actually going to go. You could have actually taken it from here. Could have taken it from here, the stop up here. I mean, it works great. So Pulse X is amazing if you're looking for like even more of an edge. Let me see, I think it was on the 1 hour. Yeah. Alright. So bobsproof.com if you want to work one-on-one with me. PulseXPremium.com if you are looking for an awesome edge. If you want to get better at structure or you're more new, go to 7daytradingchallenge.com. Okay? Those are the 3 things I'm going to push today. But hopefully I'm helping you so you don't care that I'm sharing a few things with you that I think will help you more. Right? So let's go to the 4 hour on BTC USD, right? Crypto's the same thing. We're going sideways, but we're breaking structures to the upside. Where's the upside? Let me show you how this looks. All right, we had path, lower low, lower high, lower low. Then you have some structure breaks in here. Technically, I could have went like this. Hold on. I could have went lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. And then we had what? A structure break right here. Pull back. This is where you would have entered in this area, and there would have been an order block in this area. So let me show you this. If I go back in time, let me turn this back on. Oh, that's what's happening. I lost the freaking indicator. There's that. I'm going to pause this. Hold on. Okay, just had to turn it on. And guess what? We had a buy. First buy signal was right there. You know, I'm not huge on those. I'd rather you learn how to actually trade the system. So I'm looking for an order block in this area. Let's see. It might have already mitigated. So look, literally tapped it. That would have been your cue, especially once this closed or you go to a lower time frame. So let me go to a lower time frame right here. Now watch this. You go to the 1 minute. Look. We know on the higher time frame, it just tapped that order block. Now we're going to the 1 minute. Oh, we couldn't go to the 1 minute. Gosh dang it. Hold on 1 second, guys. Sorry. What a shame. All right, so that was over here. So let me show you the next run up. Okay, just from this to this. Let me show you just from what just happened today. Okay, let me show you. So we had path, lower low, lower high. We had a break right here, right? Then we broke this structure. So we're really looking for sells, but on the lower time frame, we're going to be looking for something else. So we had lower low, lower high. Yeah, that's, hold on, let me start from the top down on that push, okay? Let me just do the whole thing. So lower low, or higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, break. But technically, again, remember I said the lower time frame as well. Look at these little pushes, okay? So we're going to do the inside, the internal structure. Lower low, lower high. This should have been the lower high. My bad. Watch this. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and then what? Structure break right here. You could have entered right here on this little pullback. Okay, let me show you that clearer. Right here. All right. So let me show you. you had a structure break right here. That broke that structure. We have a change of character, and right here you could have sold on a lower time frame. So on this pullback, right, you could have dropped to a lower time frame. Hopefully it lets me get that data. Or how far back was that? August 22nd. I don't think it's going to. Let me try at least the 15 minutes and see if that lets me. Let me try 5. 5 work? Okay, 5 minute worked. Okay, good. Alright, right here. We had a change of character. I think. Hold on, let me see. Is that where we were looking? Yeah, we just had a pullback. And now we're looking for a break of structure back down. Okay, so let's do that again in this area. Let's do that again. So we have lower low, higher high, because it well, that's really a lower high. But then we had a break of structure right here. So we had a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Let's kind of see what happens here. Alright, we had higher high, because it was higher than that, and now we're looking for this to break right here. So let's just see what happens. See if it continues down right there or not. There it is. So right there, technically you can get in because it broke this low, right? You put your stop above. All right. And this is Bitcoin, right? I don't even trade Bitcoin. I'm just telling you this works on anything, really. So let's look on higher time frame. And technically we would go after these lows at least, probably. So let's just push play. Alright, so in that area, especially breaks of structure back up, you might want to look for buys at that point, but we'll just wait. Oh, smashed it. Alright, so 1 to 4 on Bitcoin right there. And then guess what? You're not buying anything. You're waiting for structure breaks to maybe buy. Oh my gosh, it just kept going. Okay. Good. Goodness. 1 to 13 on Bitcoin, right? I'm going to go back and going to do direction a little bit more with you and just kind of work with you on that. So this one's going sideways, but overall downtrend. So if I zoom out, there's a lot of red up here, right, versus a lot of green. If you don't own this indicator yet, this is at pipstacking.com. Okay, this is the supply and demand indicator that I'm training on right now. So anyways, Euro NZD, I mean, it's kind of obvious we're going up already, but with that said, look at all the green down here. And look what happened today. It came down, tagged this, shot back up, right? These are targets. GBP AUD. Alright, what we got here? Alright, lots of red. We need this to pull up, right? Euro USD. Obviously going to be lots of red. We're selling. We're in downtrend, major downtrend, right? Let me turn this off. I'd be waiting for a pullback, right? In fact, there's probably a pullback to this order block right here. Let me show you. I'm sure it happened. There's probably an order block right there. Definitely on a lower time frame. If I go to the 1 hour, there's probably an order block. Ah, I see. Right. It would have happened today, or last night rather. So watch it pull up, tag that order block, and that's where you would have entered, right there. You would have entered in that area. Put your stop either here or above this 50. We'll put it right there for now. Boom. And that's where we are today. So we hit a 1 to 4 just on that, right? And now we're back to live. All right. Let's go back to the 4 hour. Let's look at what we got. Obviously downtrend. Obviously you want to wait for a pullback. When you don't see an order block in these areas, but you feel like there should be, you can go back. Now this one I believe was tagged already. So it pulled down, broke structure, came up here and tagged it, but didn't mitigate fully. So I would even go on the lower time frame because it's so bearish and just look to see if there's like one in this area. Because if there's one in this area, If there's not, you need to even go lower, because there should be one up in this area somewhere. There it is. So I put an alert and say, hey, get in for a sell. Probably put my stop above here, kind of situation. Maybe one up like that. Just let that sucker run at least to the lows, right? So that'd be a 1 to 5-ish or more, right? S&P, same situation, right? If I go to the 4-hour, what do we got? Sells only. Why? Way more red up here. Use it as an indication of direction. US 30, way more red up here. One little green order block. Which direction are we going? Down, right? USD CAD. Buys, obviously. Beautiful greens everywhere. Look, it just literally touches the top of the box. Shoots up. Let's look at how we'd enter in that, and I'll call it a day. Hopefully you enjoy this. Again, I'll give you all the information at the end of this video on how you could work with me and stuff like that, because there's a lot more to this, but from what I'm showing you, hopefully you could actually stay consistent. Let me show you in the 1 minute. Alright, what do we got? This came down already, broke structure. If I were to do this, watch this. Alright, this is what I want you to see. Always look for a break of structure or change of direction back. Alright, so if this order block breaks, I'd wait for a pullback for another order block. So this area right here, once I saw a rejection in a green candle, I would have entered. This would have been my Q. Boom. Stop could have been like right there. 7.2 pip stop underneath this block. Right? Why? Because we had a change of character, a different direction. So then where do we target? Our first area would be this area right here on the lower time frame. But we want to use the higher time frame as confluence, right? So where do we target? This would be the first real area, 1 to 6.6. If it breaks that area, I would definitely at least hold to this 1 to 10, right? So we just kind of let it roll. If it breaks, which it just did, then we wait for the next block, okay? If I win every one of them, you better freaking run, right? So look, check out this block right here. It literally just comes down and tags it, right? So let me show you the entry on the one on that. So if I go to the 1 minute, let's look for the first break of structure back up, which would be this, by the way. See that little order block? There. See how it broke through? Let me show you like this. Broke through the top. Now you could literally enter off this block if you want. You could do a 12.1 pip stop there. You could be super safe and do a 27 pip stop. I'm gonna do this one right here first, and if that one fails, I'll just re-enter. All right. All right, that one failed, and then I'm gonna look for a re-entry. There. So I would have entered there, and it had an even smaller stop. So on forex pairs, I'll use a 3 to 5 pip stop sometimes, right? We already did a 1 to 4.68 there. We lost 2 in a row. That's part of the game. You have to manage your risk. So let's just see. If it breaks that, we're set. Okay, there we go. 1 to 10, 1 to 14. This is how you get them really laser targeted stops, right? So for anticipating highs to be taken now, they came all the way down here. I want you to think about it. They came all the way down here and didn't take out this low, right? So this would be my first. This is a 1 to 16. Then we have a 1 to almost 20. Then we have a 1 to 30. Then we have a 1 to 38.29. Let's just see what happens. Oh, okay, so see how this broke this structure on a higher time frame? I'd be holding this like crazy. Now I would have taken some partials already, but look at that. Oh snap. Down to almost the pip. Well, literally 3 pips. 1 to 42 on that sucker. See that? We lost 2. We won 42. Make sense? Alright, hopefully you're catching what I'm throwing. Alright guys, God bless, take care, hopefully you enjoyed this training today. If you're watching this on YouTube, please comment, like, subscribe. If you don't have any of these things, I'm going to share with you at the end on how to get everything. Again, if you're interested in, if you're brand new to trading, I recommend getting pipstacking.com and getting this indicator. and get the 7-day trading challenge. Okay, it's part of the upsell with it. If you don't have it, go to 7daytradingchallenge.com. And then also, if you want to work with me and see testimonials and proof on a daily basis, you can go to bobsproof.com. And I'll put that right after this video. Take care. God bless. Beck it out.